Hi there, it's Jess and Pedro from the Beating Road again.
And we've just returned from our 2.5-month road trip through Alaska and Canada, where we lived out of our converted SUV into a camper, and we're going to show you how everything functions. Here we go.
In this part we have our kitchen and pantry. I'm going to show that to you right now. As you can see, we can unfold all the boards, and here using a bungee cord we can lift this up, and in this zone right here we have our little trash bin and the cooler for all our food that needs to be preserved. And here we have oil, salt, vinegar, herbs, spices, everything we need to cook. Even some other food, tea, coffee, everything that we really need accessible when we are using the kitchen. In this center part we have a water jug with some glasses, and underneath it we have extra space for mainly breakfast stuff and more tea, coffee. Even underneath it we have our tools box. And on the other side we have the stoves and utensils. So we have this drawer here, and here we have all the silverware into different Tupperwares, coffee mugs. And right now, really fast, I'm going to get everything ready and show to you how we really use everything when we need to cook. So this is our kitchen with 2 stoves, and these boards also serve as tables in the event that we don't have one available to eat at. So as you can see, even on rainy days we're a bit covered, and we can cook our meals here and enjoy a good meal outdoors. Now I'm going to put all this away.
These are the items that we had stored on the left side of the car, such as our 3-gallon water jug, our tire inflator, our water filter, our small Tupperwares, which contain things like medications and first aid kits, our sleeping bags, which we mostly use for backpacking trips, our packing cubes, which contained our clothes, our hiking shoes, our large Tupperware, which contained things such as our portable shower and sandals and extra items such as Tupperwares that we didn't use all the time. We have our backpacks, which were for backpacking trips. We have our curtains, which we put up occasionally for some extra privacy. And we have our medium-sized Tupperware, which we used for things like sunblock, bug spray, larger medium-sized items. These are the items which were on the right side of the car, such as our table and chair set, 2 chairs. We have our hiking poles. We have our portable toilet, which we use when we didn't have access to a toilet or a pit toilet. We have our medium-sized tub, which contained our non-perishable food items. We have some more small Tupperwares, which contain miscellaneous items, shower stuff, things like that. We have our small packing cubes, which contain items such as our small clothing items, our towels, hats, things for the cold weather. We have our tripod. We have our tools to replace a tire if needed. We have jumper cables. We have our bare canister, which we use for backpacking trips, and we also used it as a storage utility space while we were in the car. We have our pillows as well as our sleeping mats for backpacking stored in there. We have our tent for backpacking trips, and we have our axe and our shovel and our small dustpan for cleaning the car as needed. And I think that is it. This is a storage space that we have under our bed to store all of our items.
And we still have lots of empty space. You might be wondering how this whole thing turns into a bed, so let's go for that. As you can imagine, the first thing to do is to clear up all this space from any remaining items like pillows, cushions, jackets, extra bags. So we moved all that stuff to the front side of the car, and we also slid and folded up the seats. So we have all the room we need. And first thing is to lift up these legs and the extra support for the head and shoulders board. And now we only need to unroll the mattress that we roll with bungee cords and buckle straps. And as you see, this is the easiest thing. And voila! Now we have a bed.
Now we're going to show how to roll up the bed for the driving position. It can be done with one person, but it is a lot easier when you have two people.
The bed is ready, we can add the pillows and recline the seats backwards so we have some extra support in case we want to be in a comfortable position to read or to watch anything in the laptop. Let's do it.
Poster board, and we measured the dimension of the window, leaving about 1/4 an inch for the poster board to fit in perfectly in the small spaces that you can't see. We did this for the back window and as well for the small side windows. We used about 3 different methods for privacy: curtains, this method, and mosquito screens, and this was by far our favorite. It was easy and it provided the most privacy. We purchased 2 mosquito screens for the rear windows, which allowed us to use it for ventilation at night. We could have the windows down and not have to worry about bugs getting in the car. And we also realized that it provided enough privacy for most of the places that we stayed. As you can see, it fits perfectly around the windows, and there's a Velcro strap that you can attach, and it allows the mosquito screen to stay in place. Voila! For the curtains, we bought 1 large curtain and divided it into 3 different parts. We used 1 part for the front window, and for the 2 side windows, the other 2. For the 2 side windows, we used the space that was already available to us in the curtain and strung a string through them, creating a way to hang the curtains on each side. And for the curtain that extended in the front, for the front window, we bought these grommets and created a space to also string a rope through so that we could hang the curtain in the front.
The installation of the curtains is quite simple. This slip knot will come here to this hook that is attached right here with a cable tie. We can adjust it later. Then the midsection will be clipped here, also attached to the handle with another cable tie. And since we didn't want to drill any holes inside the car or damage anything, and we didn't have any structural support on this side, we decided to use these Velcro straps with a sticky back. And we used 1 here. I'm going to show you how easy it is to finish the project. You only need to get one of the hooks in the opposite Velcro part. Now, this is going to be tricky, of course, like every time you're shooting. Oh my God, almost there. We'll have to fast forward this part, but it's okay. So you have the hook, you have the opposite part, and now this part will come here and stay stable enough so we can went. So that's how we have one of the side curtains. Now we're going to install the rest real fast and show you the final product. We have to install the front curtain, and we'll do it like this. This knot goes to a hook that is attached to the passenger side handle, which I'm going to do right now, and then we will finish this other part. To provide some tension here, we use this clip where we will keep this attached, and then I know this is not a perfect solution, but it's the best idea we came up with, and is using this the remaining rope to tie it right there, and then keep one end inside, so when you close the door, that's going to be perfectly stable. And now, as you can see from the outside, no one can see the inside.
We lived and slept for the past 2.5 months, and we couldn't have been happier with the conversion of our SUV to a camper. Not only were we comfortable every night, but we slept in freezing temperatures the majority of our trip, and We had no issues at all with the cold.
If you are curious of all the items we brought to this trip, also about any other subjects or how we built up the structure to create all this conversion, be sure to check our other videos, to check our website, thebeatingroad.com. Leave any comments on the comment section, and if you like this video, give us a like, and see you next time.
See you.